He really about to rock my shit.
Yeah. Different angles, bro. We were just talking about crash outs. That we were. And what's the bigger crash out than Maki? Unfortunately, that her crash outness put her in this situation. The trial of Maki Zenin. Video by CJ the Champ. Maki, I don't see it looking good for you, gang. I'm pretty sure you packed. You cooked. He's gonna present the evidence. I'm gonna present my commentary. Let's go.
I gotta get this off my chest real quick, cause who was bro right here feeling like? Like, bro, look at him. He was walking up all confident, doing all this extra shit.
Yeah, body. 1 frame.
Like, come on, dog. You are a background character. You ain't even got a name. Know your role, nigga. You are not that guy, pal. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another special emergency impromptu mini trial. Yeah, not gonna lie, these is back-to-back videos that was not planned, but after what I've seen and witnessed again, I had to make another detour because good God,
that episode was so fucking gas,
bro. If you've already seen this episode of JJK, you knew this video was coming because this was generally one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
This shit was gas, bro.
The whole bloodline off the map. So with that being said, it's trial time, baby. So y'all already know we got the evidence on deck and we counting how many bodies got dropped at the end of this. So let's not waste no more time. Without further ado, Exhibit Z, wiping the Zenin clan off the map. Now, since this is a trial and we are reviewing a pretty massive crime, let's go ahead and get the main question out the way first.
Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know.
I'm here to tell
I'm about
you
to
right
set
now.
the ball off. Let's go. My bad, y'all.
100% yes. All these sorry ass fraudulent ass.
Is that Moist Critical? So we gonna say, nigga, this nigga don't look like Moist Critical. So we gonna say this nigga don't look like Moist Critical. Okay.
Had to go. Just straight up. These niggas suck. Big 3 family, my ass. Like, bro. Also,
you know, they were ass,
the
bro.
Zenin clan might be one of the most toxic,
overly hyped
of all time.
ass.
I mean, they are competing with the big dogs of dog shit families. Like, they running with the Mishimas, the Hanmas, the Targaryens.
Okay. I don't know shit about the Targaryens because I haven't watched Game of Thrones or any spinoff of Game of Thrones related. I have to say that out loud, so if y'all judge me, do it in the comments, but it is what it is, bro.
Your family of the Fire Nation, like, these niggas were terrible. The only thing these greedy motherfuckers
Naoya did flex on them.
Status and power. Like, for example, if you had low curse energy or your curse technique didn't meet up to their standard, they treated you like garbage. They wouldn't even look at your ass. And oh Lord, don't even get me started on the misogyny. This motherfucker Naoya, bro, had to
he
go.
did
This
flex
nigga
out
is
though.
basically what were happening. Fresh and Fit did the fusion dance. They turned into this motherfucker.
Coconuts in Barbados, like he's not wrong, bro.
Stuff he was saying about women, like, good God, bro was talking crazy. And last but not least, and one of the prime reasons they had to get packed up was because of her ugly ass, old ass, black-eyed daddy. This man might be in the running for one of the worst dads.
No, he's definitely the worst dad, but his technique was kind of cold though.
Really made a whole plan to slime out his own daughters.
Yeah, that shit greasy.
Maki and Mai simply because he thought that his daughters was the reason he wasn't named head of the clan. I mean, the first thing Maki sees when she comes back home is her father standing over her sister's body after he beat the dog water out of her.
Yeah.
Then he decides to cut his own daughter down in cold blood, and then he proceeds to drag both of his children's
throw
bodies
down the
through
pit.
a
That's where he fucked up at.
and throws both of them in a chamber
Right there is where he
full of
fucked up at.
corpses and leaves his own children in there for dead. These niggas had to go. Every last one of them. Because these
100%
were generally terrible people. So when
100%
told Maki to destroy it all and sacrifices herself because her literal existence was nerfing Maki because of the whole identical twin thing in JJK. This was the last day on Earth for every last person in the Zenin compound.
Cause she dog walked all of them, bro.
When she passed, it left Maki with none. And with the heavenly restriction that she has, she basically got a game-breaking buff and became a physical freak of nature, just like her deadbeat
Told you.
So the first victim of Maki's
I told you it was a dog too, though.
Deadbeat dad. and she made quick work of his sorry ass. Hell, he was so scared when he felt her aura. This nigga thought Toji came back from the dead like the Undertaker
and started
Nah,
pissing his
Bro
fucking
charged up his
pants.
attack just for Maki to hit him with a
I like it, cut G.
took the nigga's dome piece off.
That's crazy.
After she dropped off her sorry ass pops, next up on
That's
the chopping
crazy.
block were the Kukuru unit. And this is the moment where Maki turned into the bride. Cause the way she was dicing these niggas up really had me thinking I was watching the anime adaptation of Kill Bill.
No, 100% you were.
100%
you were.
Got a fresh lineup. The whole compound ended up going on lockdown, and Maki ended up getting surrounded by the Kukuru unit. A bunch of nameless Zenin clan NPCs with no curse techniques. That ranks were filled up with a bunch of bald niggas and motherfuckers with buzz cuts that have never had a tech fade or a lineup ever in their life. But luckily for the Kukuru unit, they were surrounding the best barber in Jujutsu Society.
Yeah, because she cut all their ass.
End up running at her, but she swings once and gets a quadruple kill. Then after she drops the first four, she just casually starts to walk down these niggas. Look at
I'm talking about going stupid.
Off and sliced them down the middle. And while she was mid-air, she hits his sword and it went straight into this dude's neck. So after
Went
she wiped out the
stupid.
first wave of dudes,
I just want y'all to understand that if you wasn't calling Maki a baddie back then when she had the glasses, leave it alone now. If y'all niggas wasn't even on Maki's side back then, leave it alone now. Cause when she had that tri-staff, no, she kind of clean. And they kept holding her. Now she's showing them justice.
I gotta get this off my chest real quick, cause who was bro right here feeling like? Like, bro, look at him. He was walking up all confident, doing all this extra shit.
The animation of this episode was so gas, bro.
Like, come on, dog. You are a background character.
Like, she beat their ass so bad that the color in the anime disappeared. The only color that you saw was red,
She just
bro.
continued to brutally murder everyone in sight. Nobody in that room was safe. She was styling on these niggas so hard the screen turned gray and black just
That's
like
what I'm
when the bride
telling you.
ripped the dude's eyes out. Now, as she continued to cut everyone down, we get to one of her most brutal kills. She drops down like she's about to do a hell sweep, but she kicks this dude in the gut. And this kick was so hard, it literally made this dude's head explode. Yeah,
I ain't never seen no shit like that.
Dudes, and I just saw one of my homies go out like that.
I'm running.
Real, I'm hopping on a plane and I'm
100%.
ASAP.
I'm gone.
I'm not about to lose my life for this shit, gang. A nigga's head just exploded. You got me.
Off a kick.
So after she just exploded bro's cranium, these two come in and swing, but they get instantly decapitated. Then this one tries to attack her, but she hits the limbo and gives this nigga one of the nastiest side eyes. She really looked at bro like,
Are you serious, my brother?
then cuts his sword in half.
With
And
one
while
eye,
bro
by the
was
way.
just left
She
in
on some
disbelief,
Zoro timing.
He had no time to think about his next move.
Head gone.
He ended up getting split in two. Then she ends up jumping up top. And look at this brother right here. You can tell just by the look in his eyes that he didn't already.
Yeah, he
do
just shot
this
him. Yep,
dance.
yep.
He's regretting his entire life right now. Bro is probably in his head cursing his parents for birthing him in this family. Maki ends up cutting them all down and painting the wall red. And finally puts that one guy out of his misery. Then she ends up pulling off one of the sauciest sequences in anime history. She jumps down and starts sliding on the
That shit was so gas, bro. When I tell y'all, I had to replay that one particular part like 5 times. I replayed it like 5 times. Cause it's like, what happened to the frames? I wasn't understanding. On the 3rd time, I was like, oh no, she's skating. She's in the Maki style on these niggas' blood. The next 2 times were just for style points. I replayed it 5 times, bruh. That shit was nasty.
Then while she was still sliding, one dude tries to hit her, but she ends up hitting the limbo again and ends up transitioning into a bike.
Like, how do you even do that?
Snatches bro's ankles. Then the last guy in the sequence got done the dirtiest out of everyone. She slid on the
Look at
floor
it!
while standing upright and pulled up in front of this dude's face. And she stared into his soul and hit him with a
1-inch punch, bro.
Hand me the black amount.
Not gonna lie, this might be one of the most disrespectful moments.
No, it
of all
definitely
time,
was.
Simply because of how nonchalant she was while doing this. She really slid on the blood and passed by both of these niggas and singled dude out specifically just to hit him with a 1-inch punch and send him flying. Like, that is just flat out ridiculous. So she runs up to this one dude and she packs him up just like Anakin did to Count Dooku as she cuts his hands clean off and disarms him. And while this dude was screaming in pain,
I didn't even catch this the
sword
first
that
time.
ended up flying,
I didn't even catch this the first time.
Dude wasn't even expecting it. Poor guy died because of collateral damage. So as Maki continued to cut down the last wave of Zenin,
Maki snapped out, bro.
she decides to finish him off with a
I know the
double
cosplayers
She
are going
starts to
crazy with
swing
this Maki.
and chop up every nigga in the room. So when she finally stands upright, everybody else in the room drops dead. And with that, Maki just casually dropped off the entire Kukuru unit that consisted over 100+ niggas.
Yeah.
She dropped off over 100 people in that room in
And
about 2
then it
minutes.
went back in
That's
color.
Just pure wicked work right there. So after the Kukuru unit was wiped out, we move on to our next set of victims, who were known as the Hei. Now the Hei consisted of the strongest sorcerers in the Zenin clan. All these dudes were semi-grade 1 sorcerers or higher. So on paper, these niggas should not be bums. But Maki didn't give a damn who they were.
Whatsoever.
She was here to expose these bums for the frauds that they were. So the first thing that she does is instantly speed blitz Nobuaki, the captain of the Kukuru unit. And she wasted little to no time on his sorry ass. Bro tried to lunge in to attack Maki, but she closed the distance in like 2 seconds and cuts his sword into pieces. Then she ripped his throat out, and the front piece of his sword that ended up getting broken off flew back and dove him in the back of the head.
Like, I need y'all to understand, how the fuck is this even possible, gang? Took his throat meat out. His own weapon boomerang to the medulla oblongata. And to the medulla oblongata. That don't make no sense.
Her most brutal kill in this whole case, because this was just flat out disgusting. She really just grabbed him by the neck and ripped out his trachea. And while dude was bleeding out and gasping for air, his own sword hits the reverse and throws him in the head. Like, good God, that is just pure brutality.
That is crazy.
So next up was the old man with the mohawk. And just look at him in this frame. You know damn well his old ass didn't know what the hell was going on.
Oh, not at all.
No business being here.
Whatsoever.
So fast, she popped up in his face for a good 2 seconds. And you see his death from his POV. Maki ripped his eyes out and crushed them in front of him. She brutally murdered a senior citizen who probably had Alzheimer's disease. So after she took out the first two, she ends up getting hit by this gravity magic attack by this rat tail looking motherfucker. And he was trying to hold her down for this ore
And
farmer
she just
Junichi
cracked
does
neck
not
and
do
walked through it.
shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be
Fraud.
100% real with y'all.
Frauds.
This Junichi nigga had my ass fooled. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was
Because he walked up cold. Bruh. He walked up cold as fuck. How the animation semi-switched to look serious than the bitch. Cold as hell. He was aura farming. Cold as hell. Nigga thought he was Fire Lord Ozai. And got maxed.
Look at the nigga. He looked the part. He looking like Uvo from Hunter x Hunter. He was Toji's brother, for Christ's sakes.
Thank you.
He was gonna be like
I
that.
thought he was gonna be
But
like that.
My disappointment was immeasurable. He
Nigga got turned to a 4x4.
Deku hit overhaul with just a massive barrage of punches that ended up manifesting into a bunch of giant fists. And it looks like this attack should have done something. Hell, the explosion the attack gave off looks like a nuke just got set off.
But
when the dust clears, the first person that you see is Ranta, and his little rat-tailed ass was bleeding out because he was trying to hold down Maki so Junichi could kill her. And he thinks that he is dying at peace, thinking that his boy Junichi just finished the job. So
and
when
then
he finally dies, you see Maki walk out of the smoke. And when she walks past him, she is carrying Junichi's head. This kid Ranta died living a false reality because his sacrifice meant nothing. Bro died just for Junichi's sorry ass to not do shit and lose every bit of aura bro had. So after the fraudulent four got packed up, the last man standing was none
Pillow
other than
hands
the
himself,
leader of
bro.
the Zenin clan's most elite squad of bums, the misogynistic tickle monster himself, Naoya. And this wide-mouthed, lockjawed, crooked-tooth-looking motherfucker probably gave Maki the best spa day she's ever had in her life.
Yo, I know that
Look at
massage was
his
fucking
five-star customer
fantastic.
service. He is massaging every muscle on her body at 24 frames per second. That shit probably feels amazing. Then he got to his chiropractic bag. Niggas started to throw her in the mountains and shit, making sure her bones and joints were loose from all that tension. Cause he knew her back had to hurt from carrying this episode so damn hard. So after about a good 12
No,
seconds
she
of
wasn't the star of the
massage finally
episode.
over, we get to the demise of Naoya. And one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. Maki ends up squatting down into the stance of a sumo wrestler. And she just stands here here and wait
Counting.
patiently to swat this nigga like the fly that he was. So while Naoya was running to use his finishing move, Maki basically figured out how his technique works and downloaded his movements and read him like a book. She turns around and stares into this nigga's soul, fist cocked back and loaded. And you
One
can
punch.
see it.
This was Luffy versus Bellamy, the spring double fruit user, bro. Just wait as you doing all this movement. One punch. The only difference is they didn't replay that bitch in One Piece. This bitch got replayed like 3 times because he moves 24 frames per second. He was catching up. It was fire, bro. Fire shot.
Naoya's face. Bro is looking like the 2 dudes from the last video that were in the same exact situation. And he was probably
whatever. I need to watch that video.
in his last moments.
Damn. He really about to rock my shit.
Yeah. Different angles, bro. And left an imprint on his face meat, bro.
And skull shattered. The strongest misogynist in history was cooked. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the final on-screen victim of the Zenin clan massacre. And it was none other than her sorry-ass mama. And the way she
she was the savage for this.
Actually very unsettling. She was basically walking around and playing hide and seek with her.
That shit was
calling
eerie
out
as fuck.
Mother in a tone that felt like she was just trying to talk with the intentions of killing her. She was moving like an actual serial killer. So when she finally found her, you could just
that
see
was
the
actually
terror
creepy
on her face, because her own daughter that she treated like garbage was about to take her life. And Maki didn't even hesitate to do it. She slit her throat and that was that. Ball game. Now let me give her sorry ass mama a little credit. She did make sure to send Naoya's two-faced Harvey Dent looking ass back to the lobby with the rest of the family. But
Good.
with that though, every single member of the Zenin clan that was at the compound that day were dead. And Maki's mother was the last on-screen victim of the massacre. Now I say last on screen because
Talk
guess
about
what?
it.
Job's not finished. Because when Mai said destroy it all, she really meant destroy it all. Because after she massacred everybody at the compound that day, she went off and boomed every other Zenin clan member that wasn't there that day. She took every last one of these niggas off the map. You wasn't even
I wish that
safe
was
if you wasn't
on
even
screen,
at the
though. I
compound
wish we would've
day.
seen that.
She still found those niggas and killed them. And she completely eradicated the entire bloodline to the point where they ended up getting kicked out of the big 3 families and their entire family legacy was ruined. Now, last thing to complete
There's
this
nothing else to
entire
talk about.
Let's estimate how many people she actually killed. Now,
Oh, hold on. Let me put your parlays in. Put your parlays in. Put your parlays in. Carry the 1. Because you always got to carry the 1. 100, 3, 4, 5. I'm saying 340. I'm saying 340.
the resources we got, we can make a pretty good estimate. So let's look at this family photo right here. Every person in this photo besides Naobito got killed by Maki. And that would be a total of 112. And adding her sorry ass mama, that's 113.
Uh-huh.
Now let's look at everybody that was not at the compound. She killed the other 6 members of the Hei that weren't there that day, 9 members of the Akashi, and
I don't
21 other members of the Kukuru unit.
I don't think we're
if
gonna go to
we
340.
add in those other bodies, she dropped off 149 of these niggas.
I said 149, bro. The editor can play it back. I said 149, bro.
Now, this is not a confirmed number. This is just my estimate. But, not gonna lie, that is one wicked kill-death ratio.
That is fucking nasty.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a easy pass. Light work, no reaction. She really exposed how fraudulent
Nah,
the
she-
Zenin clan actually was. Like, it's actually hilarious.
They
when
were
you look at
actually
this. This
afraid
clan
of
prides
Tojis
itself off of
or
cursed
any
techniques
Toji
and
related.
cursed
She
energy.
became
And the fact
Toji
that all
2.0,
these
bro.
grown-ass men got wiped
And
off
did
the
'em
map by a
greasy.
16-year-old girl that didn't have a drop of that shit is hilarious. Their legacy
The fact
is
that she's
cooked.
16 moving like that is
All this
nasty.
could've been avoided if they just listen to Naobito's will. But hey,
Facts.
they can all have that conversation down there while they burning in hell.
No,
Also,
100%.
for crime, not guilty. Them niggas had to go. Free Maki, nigga. So with
Facts.
that being
Facts.
said, hope y'all.
Maki's one of those, bro. For the entirety of the series, she's one of those, bro. I need y'all to put respect on Maki, and for those who have put respect on Maki, you know ball. You know ball. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Say it again, like. Because if you like the video, you get to use the hype feature, and the hype feature puts these videos to more people so we can garner a community. So please do that, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.